Hey, this is Not the Real Satoshi, and this is just a Not the Real Satoshi PSA. So you're lucky if you even see this. I'm not. I might not even put it up, but if it's up, then it's up. You're welcome. You got lucky. Okay. So, my PSA today is if you vape, and I do vape. First of all, you should quit. It is not good for you. That should be obvious in and of itself. I'm absolutely not endorsing to anyone that they should vape. It is not a good idea. Not a good idea. And then once you start, you're addicted and you have to keep doing this all day. You got to stand there. And that takes a lot of time out of your day, I'm telling you. But if you are vaping and you want to quit, first of all, I do not suggest doing it cold turkey. Some people can do it with very little problem, but most people, myself included, myself a big one, cannot quit cold turkey, or they will literally go insane to the point where even for something as trivial as cigarettes, they will need rehabilitation just because of the addiction. And sometimes the addiction doesn't go away when the chemicals are gone, because the pathway of doing it is still in your mind. Here's my suggestion to you. I managed to quit once before, but life got stressful and I started again. Have more will than me. But get you some mint flavored vape juice. Whether you do or do not like mint, it's fairly irrelevant. I actually do like mint. This would actually work better if you do not like mint. I do, but there's a secondary reason. Menthol will, upon inhalation, actually feel like it expands your lungs. And when I say that, I don't know if it actually physically expands your lungs or anything like that, but versus smoking, versus vaping anything else, versus putting anything, including marijuana, into your lungs, this actually helps me breathe easier. Now, I've put a lot of gunk into my lungs over the past few years, so I automatically don't breathe as well as somebody who has never smoked. On top of the obesity is just another factor, but this helps me breathe easier. The mint juice specifically. It doesn't have to be this brand. I'm not endorsing a brand or anything, but mint juice. Mint vape juice. I got spearmint. You could get wintergreen or cool mint or whatever they got. And when you feel, and then lower down your nicotine levels all the way to 0. And then once you're at 0 and you think you can put the vape down, get yourself a lot of mint gum and a lot of mint candy. Somewhere in your brain, the reaction will still be triggered because you're associating the mint with the pleasure. And you might also, if I had some candy right now, I'd do it. While you're doing this and you're doing this, maybe have a mint in your mouth. Maybe put the mint in your mouth before you hit this. That way, your brain recognizes mint in mouth. I'm about to get shots of dopamine and shots of serotonin and shots of nicotine. Now, the nicotine will become placebo. Your brain might react like it's getting nicotine, but it's not, because you're not putting it into you anymore after you just start with the mint candies. You could go to mint nicotine candies, mint nicotine gum, but and if you're lucky enough to live in a state where it's extremely cheap, you can just switch over to weed, no problem. No, not everybody can. Man, if it wasn't so expensive here, I'd do it right now. But I'm not going to endorse marijuana, by the way. Not right now. God, look how much time that takes up. I have to get off of it, and if you're on it, you have to get off of it too. So, my first suggestion to start getting off of it is to get mint flavored juice, and then follow the preceding steps that I laid out for you in the video. Alright, that's been my PSA for today. This has been Not the Real Satoshi, and I have nothing left to say.